why your team is unhappy, and what you can do about it. I'm Dr. Simeon Roger, and we're going to talk a little bit about how to make your team more resilient. Now, really simple, one of the reasons that discontent festers on a team, not the only one, but a chief one, is that people do not feel understood. They don't feel that their point of view has been put out there or that it's been taken seriously. And many times, you're in an environment where you don't feel you can even express your point of view about what's going on around you, what's going on with the team, what's going on with the team members, what's going on with your organization. You feel kind of stifled. Now, here's a tool, an amazing tool, that can break down that negative dynamic and dispel it. And do it very quickly and do it in a way that's actually fun and easy to implement. Now, this particular tool is a little gift from Stephen Covey. So to give him full credit, it's called the Aboriginal Talking Stick. Okay, he wrote about this over 20 years ago and called it the Indian Talking Stick, so I've updated the title. But the Aboriginal Talking Stick, very simple. So how does this work? It's very simple. When you get into a meeting, bring everybody together in obviously a quiet, undisturbed environment, and there is a physical stick. You need a physical stick, object, something. It can be anything, really. And this functions as a talking stick. What this means is that the person who is holding the talking stick is the only person allowed to speak at that time. So if you're someone else, your job is simply to listen to that person and try to understand what they're conveying to you. Now, yes, there are a couple instances where you can actually say something about what they're saying, but you cannot contradict them. You cannot add your own perspective. All you can do is seek to clarify their words, clarify what they're saying. You can say things like, when you say X, are you referring to the incident at the water cooler or the incident in the meeting the other day? Just as an example. And then they'll fill you in. Or you can say, and then people should be doing this, okay, if I've heard you correctly, what I hear you saying is, blah, blah, blah. And to say that very respectfully, very calmly, without emotion, that's what you do. And you get your turn. Don't worry, you get your turn. The stick is eventually passed around to everybody. But the purpose here is that everybody feels understood. And the reason they know they've been understood is because they've had that feedback. What I heard you say was X. Is that correct? Yes. And I think you feel this way. Is that correct? Yes. Okay, so that's how this works. It's very simple to implement. And what it does, it dispels negative energy. It makes people feel understood. It brings people closer together because it's genuine communication. Look, it's really easy to pull people around a table or whatever and have people talk and assume that that constitutes communication. It actually doesn't. Communication happens only when the person feels understood. Okay? If I'm talking to you, I want you to understand me. If I'm listening to you, I want to understand you. Otherwise, we're talking past each other. And this is what happens all too often. So try the Aboriginal Talking Stick. You can do it easily. Again, there's no specific magic stick. Just pick an object and go for it. I'm Dr. Simeon Roger. We'll see you next time.